This story began in the 70s and reached its first peak in 2023. In the year 1974, the legendary watch designer Gerald created the first Ingenieur, back then a groundbreaking watch, rather small, with a 34mm case diameter, and then in 2023 it was revived with a 40mm watch. This one, the Ingenieur Automatic 40, was very different to the versions before because of its great functionality, paired with a new elegance and a comfortable wearing experience. And now comes the news. IWC presented the Ingenieur Automatic 35 a few days ago at the Watches and Wonders trade fair with 3 variants, and this time a lot of attention. Why? Let's find out. We have an automatic watch with a case diameter of 35.1mm and a height of 9.4, sapphire crystal, see-through caseback, screw-down crown and a water resistance of 100 meters. Caliber is the in-house movement 47110 with a beat rate of 28,800 and a power reserve of 42 hours. We have 3 versions now, 2 in steel, 1 in 18 karat rose gold, and the price for the steel one is indicated with 11,300 euros, including VAT, or 9,950 US dollars. And when you see the development of the gold price in recent months, you won't be surprised that our goldie here has a price tag of well above 40,000 euros and the equivalent in US dollars. So, first question, did they just scale the thing down whilst maintaining the proportions? Yes and no. We have one drastic change, and that's the caliber. The 40mm version is powered by the caliber 32111, and that's a real beast with a power reserve of 120 hours, but it's too big, and that's the reason why the 47110 is in use here with a common power reserve of 42 hours. But luckily they stick to the other strong parts of the Ingenieur. First, the dial grid. You could see there an American flag, you could see a grid of a semiconductor or just a handsome structure that adds depth to the dial and minimizes reflections. Then the typical applied indices and the date on position 3. So simple, functional, but handsome. But the real strength is the case bracelet ensemble. All elements are again very functional and they show their industrial heritage, for example with the screws and the massive crown guards. But everything is rounded and smooth. They have abandoned that edgy and heavy look of older models. From every angle you have the feeling to see something that is very carefully polished until the perfect fit and feel is reached. So we have a machine with an anti-magnetic cage inside for a maximum of robustness, but also something that can pass with ease as a piece of jewelry. And this of course especially in case of the golden watch, which looks marvelous. It doesn't beat my not so secret Grail watch, the 222 Historique by Vacheron Constantin, but comes close. One word about the size now. A watch with an integrated bracelet can wear very differently compared to a usual round piece on a strap. In most cases they look bigger and more dominant. So I'd like to encourage everybody with a medium-sized wrist to try it on, this piece or similar watches that follow this construction line, because besides the sheer presence, there is one benefit of those watches often overlooked. They are lightweight despite a big amount of metal, and they are very comfortable on the wrist. Last point, price. It went down from 12,900 euros for the 40mm version to 11,300 for the 35. And I'm pretty sure that the movement is the reason for that. IWC simply doesn't want a shitstorm for a technically downgraded watch for the same price. But I'm convinced that we don't see here a little brother of a watch, but something with an own feel to it and its own place. And that's it for this episode. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about this new release about the Ingenieur 35? Thanks a lot and see you next Monday to Watch of the Week.